So yeah, we're a bit Marion and Jeff today. Basically, Sarah has been having a lot of problems with her shoulder recently, which is all due to her ongoing situation with her leg and her hips and her back. And because it's now been getting on for a couple of months since she last saw her osteopath, who she usually sees, I think it's every 4 weeks. She was getting in quite a bit of discomfort, so she called him up and he agreed that it sounded like she probably did need an appointment, so taking that as a medical necessity, and I've brought her down. We're in Colchester because she did try to make contact with some local osteopaths, but they either weren't open or weren't taking patients, and with the complexity of her medical history, it was thought better that she see her regular osteopath anyway, so she wouldn't have to go through all the case history again. And I thought I'd be happier driving her down rather than her catching this train, because that would actually be less exposure than her using public transport. So yeah, here I am now, sitting in a car park in Colchester while she has her osteopath appointment. I'm doing better today. Yesterday was pretty bad. Yesterday ended up getting fairly horrendous last night. I was, by the time I went to bed, extremely jittery and twitchy and not really able to talk. Kind of was getting worse throughout the day, although it would sort of come and go in waves depending on what I was doing at any given moment. But yeah, certainly by last night I was in a heck of a state. Again, I don't know whether it's to do with the ongoing the extension of the furlough. Obviously there's news today that the Chancellor is looking at ways of winding down that scheme, and to some degree you can kind of appreciate the colossal costs involved, that it could hardly be indefinite, but certainly for an industry like ours where the normal business seems so far off, it's a concerning prospect. I mean, we're okay up until the end of June, and I keep thinking, well, at least by then we'll have a better picture of where we are, even if we're for better or worse. And as with so much of what's gone on over the last few months, it's the things you don't know that are the most concerning. But yeah, these are things that I can't really do anything about, so there's no point worrying about them too much, I guess. So yeah, doing my best not to be too concerned, or not to let it upset me too much, as the stress and anxiety I spend enough time with dealing with that anyway, that I don't need to be making things worse. So there we are. That's probably about it today. I feel like I've run on a bit, but yeah, at least today I don't feel so bad. And actually getting out in the car, getting out in the sunshine, having a drive was, it felt like a bit of normality, even if it wasn't. So that's not such a bad thing.